fans, Cowboy Nation. This is me, your boy, Cowboy Legends for Life, coming back at you again with another video. With my hopes that you like the last one. And this morning I'm having my coffee. Hold on a second. Oh man, I love hazelnut milk. But a little somber right now, a little low. And I got enough sleep, but I wanted to approach this particular video with just a clearer mind, without a little anger and everything, because you guys come to expect it. So this is going to be about Ezekiel Elliott and the Talkingheads. All right, now the last few days, especially the last few days, they've been talking about Saturday night's game with Dallas Cowboys and San Francisco 49ers, and they gave decent marks for the Cowboys defense, the Cowboys offense overall, and how Dak played like that, just about how Dak was playing. But they gave bad marks to the running game, all right? And no more than also, these Talking Heads, also with Good Morning Football. I saw this the other day about Ezekiel Elliott, that Ezekiel Elliott's over there in Cabo, wherever he's at, smiling about after the game, as they claim, because the running game didn't do too well. Well, to me, other than Pollard, he did pretty good. Maybe he didn't do too well other than that. Okay, and that's you can say that. But they would start talking about, because other people were saying, well, Zeke was there. I'm pretty sure he would have opened up some holes, because Zeke would have did this even during the game. If you watch the game that night with the 49ers, during that game they were talking about, well, Zeke would have did this if he was here. He would have made this happen. Folks, listen. Ezekiel Elliott hasn't played in a preseason game in 2 fucking years. I mean, he didn't even bother. He didn't even walk past his goddamn locker. Okay, and during the preseason, all he do in preseason, the last 2 seasons of his career, was sit by the sideline eating candy and joking around and shit. So ain't no telling what he would have did in the preseason game, because he never played in the preseason game in 2 fucking years. I'm sorry, I promise I wasn't getting excited, but so they're all of this blubbering because they're trying to make a connection between Ezekiel Elliott and Jerry Jones. They're at odds. He wants money, and Jones don't want to pay him, and they want to make the drama because the Cowboys are the draw. And sometimes I think that's a curse, to be the most recognized franchise in all the world, all the sports. Okay, the most recognized franchise in sports, all of America especially. Okay, no one else comes close. And so they're coming up with all types of minuscule bullshit to say and put out there that Dak, this contract is about Dak Prescott. This is a battle between Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. They're fighting over the contracts. That's that fat ass Fatlock. Fatlock said that. Okay, that stupid fat ass. Okay, I mean, Fatlock need to do some push-aways at the table because he's a fat ass. Okay, but anyway, they're telling you that how it would have been if Zeke was there, because he would have had a better running game because he makes things happen. Well, he hasn't made things happen in 2 seasons in the preseason because he's never been there. All right, even in his rookie year in 2016, you didn't see him play on the field until the Cam Chancellor game. Who was that? Was that the third game of the season? Yeah, the Cam Chancellor game. That's the first time he got on the field. So, to bullshit to that, don't listen to these fools. I'm telling you, they're trying to make a rift in the media between the people who watch them, because they know most people, especially who are not Cowboy fans, are fucking nothing but eggheads, and they're gonna listen to them. Okay, they got brains like yolk, and they're gonna listen to them. And even the Cowboy fans want to believe. And let me tell you something. Dak Prescott, I'm happy he turned down that $30 million. Now that I think about it, before some like almost a year ago, I would say I would give him $25 million. Now that the market is set straight like that, and all these bum-ass quarterbacks getting $27, $28, $30 million, $32 million, $33 million, the only new contract this season of quarterbacks who deserve the fucking money they got was Russell Wilson. And they didn't want Russell Wilson to be that highest paid. So they went and found them a little nice little white face quarterback to give the fucking money to. And they chose Carson Wentz. Big mistake. It caused a lot of controversy. It's not even that guy, even the people on first things first are still trying to justify Carson Wentz getting money. They point out that, well, he's got the talent. We just haven't seen it yet. That's why they gave him the money. So I do believe that the NFL has shown a lot of racism in this past several years or so. I'm not saying all, of course, I'm not even blaming Goodell about that. He's just a straight up asshole about the things, about the players. Okay, and his personal fight with Jerry Jones and the Cowboys. Okay, that's another matter. But I'm telling you that they're looking for the image. Okay, and then rightfully so, Tom Brady's that image of the NFL in itself as a winner, proven person, all that. That's cool. But to try to put an image, the next image being people like somebody like Carson Wentz, it's like putting lipstick on a fucking pig. Okay, and so they didn't realize how much of a backlash would be a quiet one at that, of giving Carson of Russell Wilson's money. Okay, so to me, they're trying to find a new face of the NFL because they know Tom Brady's going to be leaving soon. He might be even leaving sooner than we think. Okay, with the discussion they're having. But when Tom Brady leaves, they're going to need a new face for the NFL. You can't use Breeze because Breeze is about to leave too. He's up there. You can't use Roethlisberger. They can't use Aaron Rodgers because he's an arrogant prick, though one of the best quarterbacks of all time. They can't use him because he's an arrogant prick. So they don't want to put him on him because he doesn't win. He doesn't win. He hasn't won in the last few years or so because you know why? Because he doesn't have a solid running game. They don't have a solid running. They may get one this year, but he hasn't had a solid running game in several years, which is why he doesn't win anymore. Okay? They may have a good season. They may have a winning season, but they don't go nowhere because they have no running game, no solid running game. But that's the issue here. So they're not going to use him. So Russell Wilson had to demand and threaten to get his money that he would leave on the very last year he was on his contract. The guy who never had a losing season. You understand? Who never had a losing season. Took his team to the postseason every single year except one. Okay? Not only that, Russell Wilson took them to 2 straight Super Bowls. One should have won 2. All right? If it wasn't for his own coach playing politics. You understand? So, this is a bad look, okay? You can't sit there and give Russell Wilson the highest paid guaranteed money and then turn around a few weeks later and give the highest paid guaranteed money to a guy who hasn't done jack shit in the NFL. Nothing. But say, oh yeah, he had an MVP type season. It's insanity. So that's why everybody's fucking up in arms about this shit. And I say it's a bit of a lax in focus because this was wrong. So now all of a sudden you see them dragging out Matthew Stafford and dragging out Case Keenum and Kirk Cousins. You know what I'm saying? And then you see lately. Last couple of weeks ago, they gave an extension to Tom Brady of $70 million for 2 years, averaging $35 million basically. And they gave him a raise in his current contract. You understand? Because he's still the image. He's still rightfully so the image of the NFL. However, him leaving, there are no more images except those who win. That's Russell Wilson. They couldn't use the Colts quarterback because he's been out for a couple of years. Okay, he's not a real great winner, but he's a decent, great quarterback. They weren't going to use him, so they don't want that. They don't want people like Dak Prescott represented. I don't think so, but they got no choice. They can pick whoever they want. They're not going to stop Dak from winning. You understand? But so they curse him. They get on the media and they curse him for being a bad quarterback when all the stats say otherwise. All the stats about him say otherwise. The highest fucking completion percentage in a 3-year quarterback in the history of the NFL. And on and on and on and on. Breaking Brady's record. You understand? Of 168 games without an interception. You understand? All those things he was doing. And so they had to justify, well, he doesn't have a footwork is right, wasn't right. He doesn't have a strong arm. He doesn't throw down the field right. But Pro Football Focus told y'all a lie. And so people focused him for several years and giving you this analyst, and that analytics. They wanted you to tell you that Carson Wentz deserved that money. Carson Wentz did this and that with that money. He's proven that he's a good back. He earned it hard for them 23 wins for that money. And then turned around and said, does Dak Prescott deserve Carson Wentz money? Well, they didn't tell you that Carson Wentz beat Dak Prescott yet. Hell no. Has Carson Wentz ever even fucking finished the season? Hell no. This is despicable, bro. So I'm on that. I'm gonna stay on. I don't give a shit what anybody say. I'm gonna stay on that. But that's my take on about that shit. So and it's sad because you can see right through it. I don't know about y'all, okay? I grew up in this. I'm a '60s baby. I grew up in the '60s, okay? I can see right through this one. All right. So I'm sorry about that, but I shouldn't even apologize. But that's what it is. So that's why they're attacking Dak Prescott, because he's the second winningest quarterback in the NFL. Not just being the second winning quarterback in the NFL. You know, his ratings, his passer rating is up there higher. It's the highest, most of them out there right now. Most of the quarterbacks out there, passer rating, his passer rating is higher than Carson Wentz. It's higher than his whole rating is higher than Carson Wentz. They want to tell you, they take one thing to you and tell you that, oh, he's got 3 more touchdowns than Dak Prescott. He played in 8 games less. You see, that's why I tell you, that's why he's better than Dak Prescott. Listen, let me tell you something. See, the analytics are not looking at it right. You understand? See, Dak has 1 more touchdown than him, though he only played 11 games, Carson Wentz, right? But Dak also has one more interception than Carson Wentz, though he played in 5 games less than Dak Prescott. And he has more interceptions than Dak Prescott overall. More fumbles than Dak Prescott overall, and played in 8 games less. You understand? The only thing that tells you about Carson Wentz is that they throw more than they fucking run. That's all it tells you. And he's not successful at it. That's what they tell you. That's what it tells you. Oh man, I feel bad, man. I feel bad. I really do, man. But I'm not gonna lay down for this. Okay? So Jerry Jones can try all he wants. Dak Prescott knows exactly what he's doing. I'm proud of what he's doing. Okay? I would have turned down that $30 million too. And until you match my shit with Carson Wentz, I'm not talking about guaranteed money. That's a wash. That was just something that's a knee-jerk shit they did. Okay? To justify giving him that money. Okay? They want that image not to be Russell Wilson. They want it to be this kid right here, which is bullshit. They're gonna regret doing that. I'm sorry. They're gonna regret it. Okay? But Dak is not walking away from. Not going to come to the table until you match the fucking yearly salary with at least Carson Wentz. He not going. I wouldn't sit down for that shit either. Paying me less than the guy who can't beat me, or nor the team. Fuck out of here, bro. I don't blame Dak Prescott. I don't blame him.